All right, YouTube, what is going on? It has been several weeks since I posted anything. I apologize about that. I wanted to give a quick kind of update of where I was at and what was going on. And so I believe the last video that I had posted, I had mentioned and alluded to there was a lot of outside stress that was going on. And it was kind of affecting the training and all that kind of stuff, and that I was going to take a little bit of time away. So that's what we did. I do want to give a quick shout out to the encouraging comments that I received from Steph Culberson and Grizzly Strength. Thank you all for that. Those comments really meant a lot, especially with kind of what I was going through at the time. So thank you all so much for that. So what was happening in my world was, some of you may or may not know who are new to the channel, but I am a small business owner. I have been for 10 years now, and we are actually already in year 11 of my tenure. So I had been working for the last kind of 4 years building up extra cash and money and whatnot to expand to hopefully a second location this year. Not sure if I can legally talk about the brand, but hint, hint, you might can figure it out based off of some of the clothes that I wear. But anyways, so as anyone who has gone to the grocery store in the last year has figured out, stuff is very expensive and has risen, and that has impacted the businesses as well, at least our business. So basically, all the extra cash that I had built up over the last 4 years to operate the business, to hopefully expand, has been wiped out, basically. In 1 year, less than 1 year, since February. So I had, kind of been aware of the trend going on since February, and I've been keeping an eye on it. Our business is very seasonal based, so we do 50 to 60% of our sales in the holiday period, November, December, and Easter period. So August, September, those are always your kind of leanest times in our world. So it's a good gauge as to how you've operated that year, just from a cash perspective, on where you are October and September over last year, right? Because there's no wild swings of money coming in, going out, or anything like that. So it's a very baseline level. But it's also when we lose the most money, because we're just not a August and September business. So we lose money as well during that time. So that's the situation. I, had been thinking that everything, or I had known that it was going to be a tough year, and just keeping an eye on it and watching it each month, blah, 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 blah. And so sales are down a little bit, but all our cost of goods went up, and everything went up this year, not just all of our food and plastic wares and stuff like that. Just everything's more expensive. So, and everyone knows that. So it was getting to be very stressful to, figure out where the money was, or not where it was, to where it was going to end. Are we going to make it to the holiday period? What happens if this holiday is bad and this same cycle continues? We could theoretically run out of money at this rate. So very stressful. And then combine that with, I had already signed a development agreement to expand next year. Well, that money was gone as well. Okay, now we've really got a problem. Am I going to lose that opportunity to expand? blah, 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 blah. There's been some back and forth between me and the brand. And it's kind of a point we're trying to figure out. So a lot of stress to see one that I've spent 10 years working on, and specifically the last 4 to get us to a certain level, and gone. So all that stress going on, I needed to kind of take some time and wrap my head around everything. And so that's what I did. You know, I speak about that I try and study and utilize the Stoic philosophy, and it's really come in handy as far as, you know, trying my best to remember we can't control what has happened. We can only control how we respond. So it's, still a lot of stress out there, but I think I'm in a better plan mentally. So the good news is we are not going to run out of money, knock on wood, barring any crazy disasters before our next season or our next busy season. So good news is we should make it. So I have a chance to start back up. So we need a big holiday season. I think we've got a tentative plan. Actually, I'm not even going to say that. A very maybe tentative plan for the second location for next year. So we'll see. And mentally, I've been trying to figure out where do we go from here. So I think in times like this, it is important to dial even further into the process and the routine. So that's what I'm going to try and do. I'm going to put the metaphorical blinders on, focus on the training, focus on my personal development, and focus on running the business and trying to cut out as much outside distraction as I can and keep my priorities in front of me at all times and where my brain goes. So don't want to just sit around and think about it and worry. All I can do is try and raise my operational excellence for the rest of this year to a high point and hopefully recoup as much as we can. So that's the plan business wise. I'll probably take you all along for the ride a little bit with that. I'm going to attempt to if I'm able to, do more than 3 videos a week. But I was thinking about the YouTube thing, that, you know, I felt a lot of pressure of trying to film every day, get a video, blah, 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 blah. I think we're going to stick with 3 a week for now and go back to that. So pick back up the training because I still want to get back to those goals as well. So that's going to be where we go from here. I'm right now mentally feeling good about the, not the situation, just the opportunity to grow and learn going forward. So that's where we're going to go from here. So again, I just want to say thank you all to the very encouraging comments. I haven't looked in a minute, but last I saw we had gotten to like 53 subscribers, so that was pretty cool. So we're going to pick it back up. We're going to pick training back up, and excited to go from there. So we'll see. We will rebound and try and get better from this. So I'm going to quit rambling because I hate when I do that. We're going to wrap it there. As usual, I hope you're doing well. I hope you get 1% better. I hope you get some small wins because I need to get some small wins going in my in my world here soon. So I will see y'all next time.